title and the automatic NCAA bid for the third consecutive season. If Yale wins, Bulldogs still alive, but they would need some help down the stretch. Ari Greenberg drives. Mark Zoller, huge rejection the other way. Darren Smith, he had 8. More Quakers. Zoller, 22 points, 17 rebounds, and in 5 years, he'll invent a cure for plantar's warts. You watch. That's what these guys are all about. Ibrahim Jabber here, 13.7 rebounds, 7 assists. And Penn is indeed going dancing as they take care of Yale. So Penn wins its 3rd consecutive Ivy League crown, 11th in 15 seasons. Next step for the Quakers, winning their first NCAA tournament game since 1994. Our Joe Lunardi currently has the Quakers as the 13 seed in the West with a first-round matchup against Nevada. Penn's 13 NCAA tournament wins is tied with Princeton for the most by any Ivy League school.
Let's talk Missouri Valley Conference. They've had strong representation in the NCAA tournament the last few years. Had at least one at-large team make the field in the last 5 seasons. And they sent 4 teams to the dance last season when Bradley and Wichita State each made Sweet 16 runs. The top seed in the tournament this year, Southern Illinois, taking on Drake. The top seed has not won this conference tourney in 9 years. Jamal Tatum could really care less. He had 2 triples. A big night for him. This one's a long 2. 2 of his 19 points. Matt Shaw also had 19 for the Salukis. Later, Randall Falker. Meet the Falker.
Listen here, Falker.
In the circle of trust he is. The Salukis have won 12 straight. They win 71-59 over Drake.
All right, our quarterfinal coverage of the Missouri Valley Conference continues. Northern Iowa, Bradley. This postseason tournament, by the way, being held in St. Louis. Jim Les and the Bradley Braves looking to book a date with Southern Illinois. Grant Stout, excellent pick, rolls for 3. Panthers take a 2-point lead with that gorgeous pick and roll. 48-48, under 15 seconds left. Bradley ball, Will Franklin. Give me that, give me that. I got to throw it up. Oh, and he made it. Will Franklin is clutch. Clutch is everything. 3-point lead, 2.7 left. Northern Iowa needs a 3. Never even get a chance. The rest of the NBC quarterfinals later in the Sports Center as Bradley moves on.
Second half, Shockers down 3. K run Bradley. Whose house runs house? We're tied at 60. Just over a minute left. Missouri State up 3. Tyler Chaney puts the Bears up 5. Shockers still not done yet. Bradley again cuts the lead to 2. This is a Wichita State team that beat Syracuse earlier this year, beat LSU also earlier this season, but they may be left out of the NCAA tournament because they fall to Missouri State in the MVC tournament, 67-64.
All right, one more MVC game to go. Again, this tourney being held in St. Louis. Isaac Miles in the 2nd seed. Creighton taking on Indiana State, the 10th seed. Nate Funk for 3. Blue Jays missed 12 of the first 15, then got warm. They take a 2-point lead on that one. Anthony Tolliver, the flush. He had 11 points, 3 blocks. Now that leads up to 9. Miles, a 17-3 run to end the first half after that cold start for Creighton. 32-20 at halftime. Dane Watts. There were 45 threes attempted in this game. It was a jump shooting contest, and Creighton wins it. So look at the NBC bracket. The top 4 seeds advance to the semis, which kick off Saturday.
Mexico State University at number 9, Nevada. Nick Fazekas' Wolfpack hit the floor 14-1 at home this season. First half, it's Fazekas using one hand well. Wolfpack up 3. In the second half, Marcellus Kemp puts on a clinic. Nevada up 4. More from Mr. Kemp in the lane. He had 32 points with 5 minutes to go. Kyle Shiloh, no. Fazekas, yes. He had 22. Seniors cut down the nets in their last game at home. Nevada wins. At Wake Forest, Skip Prosser and company hoping to keep the Cavaliers from nailing down their first ACC title in 26 years. Second half, Virginia down 3. Sean Singletary loses the handle. Michael Drum picks it up, gets it ahead to L.D. Williams. And Wake Forest is up 58-53. Moments later, Singletary finds Jamel Tucker for 3. Shooters roll. Yeah, he had 10. We're tied at 58. Under 2 minutes to go. Ishmael Smith Dishing to Kyle Visser. Look out below. He had 17-9, and Wake Forest gets the upset 78-72. A victory Saturday would have clinched the ACC for Virginia. Campus Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Bradley and number 11 Southern Illinois. Salukis the 1 seed in the tournament. A number 1 seed has not won a tourney title since '98. Late second half, Jamal Tatum buries the 3. He led all scorers with 20. Salukis up 48-47. Under 20 seconds to go, the Braves, Zach Andrews reversing well. We're tied at 51. Less than 10 seconds to go. We got blinking animation and an arrow because this is big. Matt Shaw going for the board. He beats 3 defenders and taps in 2 of his 11, and Southern Illinois is up 53-51. With 2 seconds to go, it's Daniel Ruffin for 3. No. And the Salukis advance to the MVC Finals, riding a 13-game win streak.
Number 18 Butler taking on Loyola Chicago in the Horizon League tournament. Butler lost to this outfit last month. Late in the game, tied at 52. A.J. Graves, he's a giver, finds Brandon Crone. Butler up 2. Less than a minute later, Blake Schill. Sweet little floater to tie it at 54. Still tied. Just seconds left. Schill for the win. The prayer is not answered. Hit the iron, though, but we go to overtime. In OT, Crone. The go-ahead 3. He had 17. 18 seconds left in OT. Schill misses the 3. Majak Ko gets the putback. Loyola within 1. Their inbounds pass was good. Good and terrible. Couldn't do much with it. Butler pulls out the win 67-66, thanks in part to some clutch free throw shooting down the stretch.
In the Pac-10, number 24 USC at 13th ranked Washington State. Cougars hit the floor with losses in 2 out of their last 3. Pushed to the limit Saturday. Late second half, Lodrick Stewart for 3 in the tie. And he is true. We're tied at 64 and going to overtime. Less than 10 seconds left in OT. SC down 2, and it's Stewart. Kyle Weaver, what are you doing? He fouls him with less than 2 seconds on the clock. His coach, Tony Bennett, is stunned. Check it out again with the spot shadow. Weaver taps Stewart's elbow on the shot attempt, so he's got 3 free throws. 72% free thrower this season, makes the first. How about the second? No. After a timeout, Stewart the third. Yeah, he led the Trojans with 22 points. We're tied at 70 and going to a second overtime. Under a minute to go in the second OT. Wazoo with the ball in the lead. It's Derek Lowe. He was clutch. 2 of his 14 points, putting the Cougs up 81-78. Stewart for 3. Didn't get anything that time. Big Aaron Baines led Wazoo with 25 and 6. Cougars will be the 2 seed in next week's Pac-10 tourney.
UW students, they're ready. Second half, Quincy Pondexter draws the triple team in the eyes of James Keith. That leaves John Brockman wide open. Oh, you can't teach that. You probably could, but you see where I'm going with it. Brockman, 20 points, 13 boards. Later, it's Ryan Appleby. Appleby good in the neighborhood. Caps a 9-0 run. Huskies up 16. UCLA answers with a 14-2 run. Darren Collison, nice look to Josh Shipp. Bump of the bucket. Bruins down 4 after the free throw. They get within 1 on Collison's triple. But he was a woeful 2 of 15 from the field. 2:30 left now. Spencer Hawes there for the putback. He had a double-double, 13 points, 15 boards. Huskies up 3. They out-rebounded UCLA 42-28. Shipp misses a long 3 that would have tied it. UCLA scored a season-low 51 points as they lose by 10. The difference in the last 4-14 of this game came from the free throw line for the Huskies. They were 9 of 10. UCLA's offense virtually non-existent in that span, shooting just 1 of 7 from the floor. The Huskies ended the game on an 11-3 run.
Big Ten, number 1 Ohio State at Michigan. Brett Petway showing his school spirit by shaving the Wolverines helmet logo into his hair. Nice. First half, Jamar Butler driving. Petway, the huge block. Buckeyes lead stays at 3. Greg Oden in the paint. The big fella, the hoop, and the harm. Ohio State down 3. Oden 6 of 8 shooting. Wolverines thinking upset to secure an NCAA bid. Petway using one hand well. He had 11 and 8. Michigan up 3 at the break. Second half. Oden cleaning up the mess. 12 of his 16 points in the second half. He also had 6 rips. We're tied at 37. Mike Conley Jr. for 3. is only triple. He had 11. We're tied at 53. And then Junior proves he can share. Jamar Butler, Conley with 4 assists. Ohio State up 2. Buckeyes held the Wolverines scoreless for the final 3:54. Courtney Sims, no. Michigan down 2. 10 seconds to go. Jared Smith, the bad pass. Thad Matta quote, "This was a great win." Ohio State nails down its 14th straight victory, 65-61. Here's a recipe for a loss. You're up 6 points with under 4 minutes to go, and you blow the lead, and then when you're down by 2 with a minute and a half left, your 6'10" big man misses a dunk. Your 85% free throw shooter misses the front end of a 1-of-1, and then you allow an offensive rebound when you force a miss with 13 seconds to go. All of this in your final home game of the season against your arch rival, who is ranked #1 in the country. Ouch.
Allen Fieldhouse, but they've never brought Kevin Durant with them before. First half, DJ Augustine feeding the big man who shows more bounce to the ounce. Then the freshman just starts getting naughty. From somewhere near Topeka, maybe. A 3. Texas up 9. Then Durant, another 3. Texas led 54-42 at the half. Durant, 25 points, 5 of 5 from distance. KU's Julian Wright called him awesome in the first half. But that leads now a 4-point deficit. Durant drives and goes down on the ground. Take another look. He twists his left ankle. And this is an ankle that after the game, Rick Barnes said he tweaked during Friday's practice. Durant left the game. KU took advantage. Brandon Rush, 3 from the corner. You betcha. Jayhawks on a 24-7 run after Durant's injury. But the freshman comes back, but he wasn't the same. Clearly having problems getting around the floor with that bad ankle. Mario Chalmers up top to Brandon Rush. He had 15. 28.5 left. Texas down 8. Durant, he still got some fight in him. Hits a 3, but he was just 3 of 8 from the field in the second half. Finished with 32 points. Off a turnover, A.J. Abrams brings Texas within 2. Less than 20 to play. Texas has a shot down 3, but Julian Wright is there for a big block on DJ Augustine. Take another look as Wright comes out of nowhere. Mario Chalmers called that the play of the game. KU wins the Big 12 championship with a 4-point win. How important is the freshman Kevin Durant to Texas? He checked out of the game near the 11-minute mark with that ankle injury. In the 3.5 minutes, he sat out. Kansas outshot and out-rebounded the Horns, outscoring them by 5 points along the way. Remember, Longhorns ended up losing this game by 4.
Back to the Big Ten. Michigan State at #5, Wisconsin. Senior day in Madison. Orlando Tucker's Badgers hit the floor undefeated at home late second half. Tucker for 3. 3 for 7 from distance. Led all scores with 26. Badgers up 47-43. Just over a minute to go. Drew Neitzel, money. He had 22. Spartans up 50-49. Wisconsin out of a timeout with 10 seconds to go. Check out Tucker. Sets the screen to free Cameron Taylor, the senior, for 3. And the lead. Clutch. Wisconsin up 52-50 with 3.9 ticks on the clock. Last chance for Michigan State. Neitzel gets a look. The Tucker's Badgers get their 22nd straight win at the Kohl Center. 52-50 is your final.
Number 10, Georgetown hasn't beaten Connecticut since February 1997. First half, Hoyas up 3. Patrick Ewing Jr. Get it, got it good. And there's Dad looking on, and Daddy like. Jr. finished with 12. Georgetown opened the second half on a huge run. Jeff Green hits the 3. He had 14. Next possession, Roy Hibbert. Nice bounce pass to Jonathan Wallace. Give me that. Georgetown opened the second half on a 15-1 run, and it was all over but the crying after that. Hibbert had 18 points, 12 rebounds. Georgetown clinches the top seed in the Big East tournament for the first time since 1989. They win 59-46. John Thompson III captures the regular season Big East title in his 3rd year at the helm. Comparing year 3 in the Big East to his father, John Thompson III has been better in the regular season, but can he match his father's Big East tournament title and a trip to the NCAA championship game later on? Georgetown wins the Big East title outright if Pitt loses at Marquette. Marquette without their second leading scorer, Gerald McNeil, who had a bad thumb. First half, Dominique James grabs the loose ball, finds Wesley Matthews, Matthews had 20 points. At halftime, Marquette honored the 1977 national title team and unveiled a banner honoring the late head coach Al McGuire. Second half, Marquette having to play much of the second half without Dominique James, suffering from leg cramps. Finished with just 8 points in the game. Ronald Ramon picking up the slack. Hits the three to cut the lead to 6. Later, David Kubian. He had 20 points, just like Wesley Matthews. And Marquette goes on to win 75-71, 26 win, their most regular season wins in 5 years. Nelson taking on Davidson. That's Del Curry, former NBA player, watching his son Stephen, who plays for Davidson. And like father, like son, Curry stroking the three, ties it at 56. Moments later, Curry again ties it with another three. The research department has confirmed it. That is how he rolls. He had 29 points. He was named tournament MVP. Later in the game, Boris Mino, great backdoor pass to Jason Richards. Davidson wins the Southern Conference. They're headed to the NCAAs for a second straight year.
Big South Conference final. VMI taking on Winthrop. Greg Marshall and his Eagles looking to advance to their 7th NCAA tournament in 9 years. Second half, Matt Murr, baseline. The highest scoring team in Division I pulls within 3. Under 20 seconds to go. Shot clock at 6. Michael Jenkins, the J, no. Eagles get the offensive board, but lose it. Scramble for the rock. Referees review. Check it out. The ball never hit the rim, so the referees call a shot clock violation. Virginia Military Cadets with a shot. 5 seconds to go. Reggie Williams, top scorer in the country, throws it up. No. Winthrop hangs on and gets the victory. 84-81 is your final.
Belmont looking for their second straight Atlantic Sun title, taking on East Tennessee State. A lot of face paint there. Belmont could not miss from 3. Justin Hare, Andy Wick, top of the key. Then this to end the first half.
At the buzzer, it's good. Justin Hare knocks it down. Another three-pointer for Belmont.
Belmont led by 19 at the half thanks to 12 three-pointers. Wick had 18 points. Their coach said that was the best any Belmont team has played in his 21 years.
The Ohio Valley Conference Final, Eastern Kentucky taking on Austin Peay. Second half, Derek Wright to Drake Reed, look out below. The Governors are up 37-36. West Channels is open for 3. He had 14 points, cuts the Colonels' lead to just 3. Governors down 4 here. Reed battling down low. Yeah, and the harm. 15-11 for him. Governors down 2. Final seconds of the game. Colonels trailing by 1. Josh Taylor, his only bucket of the game. Are you kidding me? Colonels up 1. Clock running out. Right? No. And the Colonels get to the NCAA tournament for the second time since 1980. So 5 of the field of 65 are in.
Win meant Texas A&M could not win the Big 12 regular season. Number 6 Aggies hosting Missouri on Senior Day. AC Law playing his final home game. Hits the 3 of his 20. Game tied at the half. Second half, Josh Carter. Take that, take that, take that. Nails the triple. Aggie shot more than 60% from the field in the second half. Another senior, Antanas Kavaliauskas, had a career-high 26 in front of his mom, who flew from Lithuania to see him play college ball for the first time ever. Law to Donald Sloan. Aggies pull away in the second half, win by 94-78. Number 7 Memphis trying to complete a perfect regular season in Conference USA, taking on SMU. More than a minute to play in the game. Memphis down 1. Willie Kemp the miss, but Dorsey is there for the putback. Memphis down by as many as 11 in this game. Less than 20 to play. Devin Pearson hits a big 3. Matt Doherty's Mustangs down 1. Last chance for SMU. Ike Ofuebu misses the desperation 3, and Memphis completes the league play undefeated. They win by 3.